Christianity were true, would you change your behavior? It's a very important question. And you think, of course, but okay, so if it was true, if I could prove to you Christianity was true, would you really stop having premarital sex and all this? People don't want to change the way they're living, so they end up lashing out at a religion that tells them to stop doing that. And then there's also good faith objections, which is the problem of evil. We all deal with that, Pastor Steve. Pastor Steve, how do you deal with the problem of evil? When someone says, you know what, I can't be a Christian because my nephew was 6 years old and he died of cancer. This is the hardest question for Christians to answer. We must be honest with that. Steve, how do you deal with the problem of evil?
With what you just asked me?
Or like, hey, a natural disaster, a tsunami, an earthquake, or the flooding in Texas, like these poor little girls at summer camp, right? I mean, it all broke our heart to see them.
I would say that we live in a fallen world, and the God of this world, when Adam and Eve sinned, they gave him the title deed to the world. And that's why we have these disasters. God's not the author of it. We have this expectation from God, because we don't know the Bible, that he should stop all these things. That when people use their will to do bad, we have this expectation, why don't God stop them? Because God didn't make us robots. He gave us free will. People use their free will to do good, and people use their free will to do bad. And I would say that, to blame God for my 6-year-old dying, and it's heartbreaking. It's they got to blame somebody. Instead of blaming a fallen world and the enemy of our soul, which is the devil, they lash out at God because they have this sense or this thought that God should have stopped this, or God should have did something. And then I say, we don't have all the answers. We don't have the answers. There's some things we just don't know. That's why the Bible says.
Thank you.
That's
God
why
bless you.
That's why the Bible says.
Nicest heckler I've ever had in my life.
But that's why the Bible says, do not trust in our own understanding. Don't lean on your understanding, but trust in the Lord. So that we just have to teach them and help them understand. We just got to keep trusting God.
And I would add to that, we only know it's bad because of God. If there is no God, there is no absolute morality. There is just your opinion. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lexi.